Hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen from all over the world. I'm Wole, a master's degree in sociology. There is this speech that Desmond Elliot made during NSAS. People were dying and there was some fight and there was some destruction of property. So he came out. There was some looting of properties, looting of traders' goods and services. Goods rather, you cannot loot services that easily. So he came out to make one statement, which a lot of people in quotes term the most craziest statement in Nigeria, the most craziest statement ever made publicly in Nigeria. Yeah, and that is why, but even me too, I agree that is very crazy. The statement is very crazy. But what I see with a lot of social media influencers, a lot of people that are using, that are talking about this is speech, is that nobody is doing critical analysis. Nobody is doing psychological, intense, in-depth analysis with the speech to see whether he was using good intention or whether he was using bad intention. Of course, like I said, a lot of things are very, very crazy about the speech. And that is why we are going to go ahead and hear the speech. Then we are going to start with the critical analysis. From my own critical analysis, this video came when I was watching the video yesterday, and a friend of mine, one of my boy, told me that what is bad, what is wrong or what is bad in this person's speech. I said, wow, so we have been saying that everything is wrong with this person's speech, and yet there is somebody who does not actually know what is wrong or what is bad. So it is time for we to go and do critical analysis of his speech to know what is bad or what is wrong. Are you ready? So let's start. We are going to hear the full speech together, and then I will start the analysis of what is wrong and what is right. So let's go.
Commenced on the 7th of October 2020 and reached its climax on the
Sorry.
good afternoon, everybody. Mr. Speaker,
Sorry,
the
my
events of
phone.
the last few weeks, which commenced on the 7th of October 2020 and reached its climax on the 20th of October 2020, have bombarded me with a barrage of feelings, that of joy, sadness, sorrow, pain, tears. Apologies for coming late, sir. I accompanied the Right Honorable Speaker, House of Reps, to survey areas in Surulere that were bastardized, destroyed by people they call hooligans, but because they live amongst us, I will call them our brothers. Mr. Speaker, I saw people crying. I saw people crying, people fainting. Today, 3 days after the destruction, mothers who have worked hard, asking the Speaker, how are we going to go again? How do we grow again? I ask us, where have we failed? I commiserate with the lives of people who have died during this period. I sympathize with those who've lost businesses. I sympathize with Lagos State at the deliberate attempt to cripple the state and to cripple our spirit. But as a people, we will not let that happen. Mr. Speaker, we need to address certain things. The Nigerian youth, the social media, the social influencers, all of these are making the narrative that we are seeing today, except we are joking with ourselves. Social media, yes, though good, has its negative impact. Let me first thank you for condemning the wanton killings and carnage that happened at Lekki. When I went through the comments, I could not believe it, Mr. Speaker. The curses, the abuses from children. And I ask myself, is this Nigeria? What is going on? Children cursing, people having the effrontery to enter an Oba's palace, hold the staff of office. Culture is gone. Mr. Speaker, in the next 5 years, there will be no Nigeria. If we don't start now, the youth is not only those who do the peaceful protest, those who have looted, who have destroyed lives, they are youths as well. Mr. Speaker, pregnant women went into malls, picked things and went away. When shall we change this narrative? I put it to all the celebrities out there, all the motivational speakers. This is the only country we have. The wealthy will go. When anything happens, what is our common saying? We die here. Please, celebrities, please, social media influencers, stop the hatred already. You have a means constitutionally to change government. It's called your PVC. Go to the elections. If you are tired, come and enter government. People are dying. The narrative must change. Government, Mr. Speaker, this is my prayer. From the National Assembly, we must decentralize the federal government. Regions must start to operate. It's obvious states are on their own. Regions should start operating. The narrative should start here. I so submit, sir.
Okay, so that is the speech. That is the speech that Desmond Elliot said. In fact, his name has been turned to Desmond Idiot. But to me, overview, he started in a very, very good way. In the middle, he was very, very wrong. And towards the end, he made a very, very powerful suggestion, a very good suggestion towards problems in Nigeria. So we are going to see when he said so, or when he made the statement or something like that. We are going to go ahead and start the critical analysis from me, a sociologist. Let's start now. Critical analysis now. We want to start now.
Mr. Speaker, the events of the last few weeks, which commenced on the 7th of October 2020 and reached its climax on the 20th of October 2020, have bombarded me with a barrage of feelings, that of joy, sadness, sorrow, pain, tears. Apologies for coming late, sir.
Okay, some events of last 2 weeks which reached its climate in the June 20th and on the 7th of June. It reaches climate. An event has been happening 2 weeks ago. So what is the event? Youth were saying that ends as. So the event now become worse when when government did not listen, when government did not listen to what youth are saying, because SARS was killing youth, police brutality, all those things. So the event, when youth were saying in the past 2 weeks, NSAS, 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 nobody listening to them. So the situation become worse. So he is saying that the event brought him some joy. The event brought him some sadness. The event bring him remove tears from his own eyes. So what is wrong with that statement? Even from the beginning, self, some things are wrong. Why don't you, as a speaker, maybe talk, blame the government for not voicing out event that has lingered up since 2 weeks and nobody do anything, and it has become worse up to the extent of stealing, killing people and this, and you did not see anything wrong with the leaders. So in fact, I was even overview myself. I was even making mistake that from the beginning he was right. Even from the beginning itself, there is already fault in the statement. From your own statement, you have said that youth has been clamoring for something for 2 weeks, yet the government did not grant the thing, and the thing has now become worse. So what is the problem there? What is now giving you heartbreak, making you cry, since the problem is now worse? It's making him cry. Is not saying that it's making him cry that government did not yield to. It's making him cry because youth are destroying things. That is the thing. But we are going to go ahead and see the thing. So critical analysis number one, from the first statement, I even made a mistake from the beginning that his statement was good at the beginning. What you are supposed to say, if you really want to say anything before Mr. Speaker, is that we were wrong, or the president was not too right letting the situation to linger up to the state of stealing, of killing people, of breaking house more. This thing in USA, this thing would not have reached 2 3 days. In fact, in USA there is also fight and this thing. So that is number one. And then what is the joy there? You just lied or something, or you were just joking with what? There is no joy to the left or to the right. The only joy that I thought that you are supposed to have is the joy that you are recounting your following statement. What is the joy there? You are supposed to have the joy that youth have started to come out to voice out. But that is actually what you counter in your next statement when you start to talk. You said you are happy and you are sad and tears come out from your eyes. So what is happiness there? Are you happy? You just use word carelessly. Okay, if you are happy, then why not blame social media? Why not blame influencers? Why not blame the youth in your next statement? Or are you happy that government did not reply the youth for the 1 week, for the 2 weeks that the issue has lingered up? What is your joy? So there was no joy there, but there was all sadness. All of us, we were all sad. Of course, crying, we all know that he just used word carelessly. There was nobody actually cried. Or if you cried, you would not come again and be saying the youth are wrong. What are you crying for? Is it crying for government not answering you, or crying that youth, after 2 weeks, nobody answered, then they begin to break properties, destroy everything? So what is your cry? And if you cried is something very, very emotional that you are supposed to tell us the reason why you cry, but you did not do so. So these are critical analysis. Now let's continue. So
Accompanied the Right Honorable Speaker, House of Reps, to survey areas in Surulere that were bastardized, destroyed by people they call hooligans, but because they live amongst us, I will call them our brothers. Mr. Speaker, I saw people crying. I saw people crying, people fainting. Today, 3 days after the destruction, mothers who have worked hard asking the Speaker, how are we going to go again? How do we grow again?
So you said some people destroy properties. Some people destroy properties because even in America, when they were talking and the president did not hear, this one did not hear, when this thing, the boldness of this outing came out because of this fraud, this black guy that they kill in America. That was, if you follow the story of that henceforth, that was what brought, they, when they talk, America did not do, they even scatter property right in America until the president came to address the thing before the situation was tame. Police begin to address the thing before the situation was tame. So this is not only hooligan that scatter, even some good people scatter property and destroy, just to make sure that their demand is hard, just to make sure that their demand. So, of course, I am not saying that property is supposed to scatter or something. And of course, there was some looting, but so that is that, as in people in every riot, in every this thing, if it linger up so much, things will begin to get out of hand. If from your statement, you have said 2 weeks, people have been clamoring and nothing is done, and you did not talk about why you guys, you are the leaders, you are not talk, you did not talk about why nothing is done. You came and said that you are very annoyed, but then you also say that some people are crying because of the destruction, the jeopardization of their goods, their business is destroyed in the course of the riot. That they are crying, that telling Mr. Speaker that where can we start again? Where do we start again? Of course, this has been done. So what is your own this thing? What is your own this thing? It is for we to begin, it is for you guys or everybody to begin to plan where they will start again. That is the answer. That is the answer. The answer is not to say that he paying you. You know, that is what Nigeria used to say. Nigeria will come and say that, this thing paid me. Everybody will say, oh, but the solution is right in your pocket. The solution is right in face to face with you. The things to begin to arrange, things to begin to plan, things to begin to do this. You are the government, for God's sake. The solution is right within your reach. Government, that is government. You are supposed to prepare for times of war, times of these things. When you get into power, it's not only supposed to be sweet. So now you are saying that people are crying. People are crying. People are tormented because of some evil that has happened in the state. So what is the point here? What we supposed to hear is, how will this trader whose things have done, what and what should we fix? Not to come and what and what should we fix for this trader to possibly, trader that their goods had been loot during the endsars process. What and what should we as government fix for them to not to cry? Not you just saying that, oh, people cry, oh, I saw people cry. Oh, that is what is really paining Nigeria. People come with powerful speech and then they convince Nigeria. Nobody check critical analysis. You are the government, and then something has happened. People are crying. It is solution way forward, not to come and say, "Oh, I saw this thing. I saw this thing. It was so bad." If you as a government too are crying too that they scatter people goods, they destroy people things. So what is the solution? Where should we run to? Where should we run to? So that is critical analysis. Let's continue with this speech.
I ask us, where have we failed?
He's asking us where have we failed, and it's the government.
I
But let's
commiserate with the lives of people who have died during this period.
so he just commensurate with the life of the people that
I
died with his
sympathize
mouth.
with those who've lost businesses. I sympathize with Lagos State
He sympathized. This is what
and the
is
deliberate attempt to cripple the state and to cripple our spirit.
so deliberate attempt. You see where the guy's speech is wrong. He sympathized with those who lost their lives. Sympathize with this sympathy. Don't. In fact, this almost everything is wrong in this guy's speech. What is sympathy? You are supposed to. This guy will not produce one solution. As in, when he will produce solution, he will say he would produce theory again. Although he even tried, because he said let's decentralize Nigeria. Let's local government begin to handle their own resources. He even tried towards the end, but it is still just talking. He did not say what he will contribute to restore the people's life. Are you talking like somebody who did not have 50 kobo in your pocket? Where is your sympathy as government? Instead of you to say that, okay, I will give, maybe if your team really, really damaged, if your business really, really damaged, I will give you 50,000, or I will find a way to refix the business, or we'll find a way, or even if we will talk to the president, even if you don't have the way, or we will raise foundations to fix the business. You just come out and talk theory, and you say you sympathize, and you say that something spoiled. So that is what is wrong. Let's just continue.
But as a people, we will not let that happen. Mr. Speaker, we need to address certain things.
Let's take it again.
And the deliberate attempt to cripple the state,
So,
cripple our spirit.
so he's saying that deliberate attempt to cripple Lagos State, that is what youth are doing. And social media influencers, deliberate attempt to cripple their own spirit. The government are working very hard. So people now deliberately want to cripple. Of course, that statement is wrong. You are Mr. Desmond Elliot. You are not showing empathy to what your fellow human being are passing through. Police were killing young people. Hunger was everywhere, no food, no job, and then you'd come out and you say that you deliberate attempt to destroy Lagos State, deliberate attempt to spoil your own effort. You people who are in government, some youth are coming out with deliberate attempt. So what about the problem of the youth? So because you have eaten your own, that is why you nothing concern you with people that did not eat. That's because you have gotten your own job as a Nollywood actor. That is why nothing concern you with millions of youth even in that Lagos. Thousands of youth that don't have job, that don't even in that your Surulere. Nothing concern you with that struggling. And what matters to you to say is that Lagos is being jeopardized with deliberate attempt. Of course, we know that it's deliberate attempt already. You don't need to remind us that this deliberate attempt that they are using to destroy Lagos. But that deliberate attempt is purposive. It is not just done by anyhow. It was done. You did not say it's purposive deliberate attempt. You talk as if the thing have no purpose. That is where your statement is wrong. In case of another day, if you want to talk another day, brother, this thing, a sociologist is helping you. Let's continue with his speech.
But as a people, we will not let that happen. Mr. Speaker, we need to address certain things. The Nigerian youth, the social media, the social influencers, all of these are making the narrative that we are seeing today. Except we are joking with ourselves. Social media, yes, though good, has its negative impact. Let me first thank you for condemning the wanton killings and carnage that happened at Lekki. When I went through the comment, I could not believe it, Mr. Speaker. The curses, the abuses from children.
So he is saying that social media have some advantage and disadvantage. Mr. Desmond Elliot, nobody asks you of that. Nobody is foolish. Everybody know that what have advantage have disadvantage. No need of you saying that you think social media have advantage and you have disadvantage. Go straight to your point. Nobody have time for all those things. You said that you thank Mr. Speaker, but then you made a point. You said you thank Mr. Speaker for condemning the killing. That is, but from your statement, it does not show that you thank him actually. It does not show that you feel remorse for the killing that happened, because immediately you went to call the same youth that they are killing themselves, that police or soldier or whatever is killing them, whether they are killing them or not, they are killing them. That is from your own statement. You said they are killing them. From your own speech, you said they are killing them. The next statement that you will say, you said the youth are abusing people in social media. That is, what kind of speech is that one? How can we classify you from your own statement? You've just said that they are killing youth, and then you said they should not abuse. Is it is it is it psychological problem that we are facing here? From your own statement, you said you thank Mr. Speaker from condemning the killings. You rightly said so, and then you went ahead and said that if you now begin to check statement of what people are talking about, that the children, you call Nigerian you children, that one is not even you call, but you said they are abusing people, so they should not abuse people that are killing the people, that there's no abuse people that are killing their fellow youths that are rioting for job to be in Nigeria for this thing. So the abuse now begin to pain you. So are you just talking because Nigerian you don't think as in? And when I hear people criticizing this guy, this honorable Desmond Elliot, nobody is critically pointing at things that is wrong with the statement, so that another person, another speaker, another person in government will really, really know. And that is what my own duty this morning. I wake up 1 a.m. This is after 1, and that is what I am doing this morning. So people are dying, people are killing, and you now go to social media, they now begin to abuse the government. They now begin to, and that is where what you now say abuse causes from children. So what is this thing? And then they went to Oba house, and then they go and remove Oba stick, and you say that thing really pain you, culture is dying. Of course, when people start to die, culture will die. For the culture not to die, the thing is in the hands of your government. Fix the thing, culture would not die. If everything go on fine, nobody can, no youth will not subside, Nigeria succeed, subside rather, will not overcome Nigeria police and Nigerian soldiers because things was wrong. So let's continue with the statement.
And I ask myself, is this Nigeria?
Let's take it again.
What is going on? When I went through the comments, I could not believe it, Mr. Speaker. The curses, the abuses from certain things. The Nigerian youth, the social media, the social influencers, all of these are making the narrative that we are seeing today. Except we are joking with ourselves. Social media, yes, though good, has its negative impact. Let me first thank you for condemning the wanton killings and carnage that happened at Lekki. When I went through the comments, I could not believe it, Mr. Speaker. The curses, the abuses from children. And I ask myself, is this Nigeria? What is going on? Children cursing, people having the effrontery to enter an Oba's palace, hold the staff of office. Culture is gone. Mr. Speaker.
Culture will be gone when you too, you know that culture will be gone. People will have the boldness to enter Oba's this thing when hunger want to kill people. When Miss Desmond Elliot, you were not considering people who does not have job, who are 40, 50 years, who are graduate like you, who have put in all the effort but did not succeed. No good ground for them to succeed, because maybe because things are good for you. That is why you nothing concern you. Culture will be gone when people are dying. Culture will be gone when things is spoiling. Culture will be gone when hunger come. Culture will be gone. They will enter more than Oba house to carry anything when they have been begging government to stop something since 2 weeks. They are bold enough to come out. For the first time Nigerian youth come out, I was happy that Nigerian youth come out, even if when I first of all see the thing, it was like Yahoo boys that were coming out before. So I would not pay more attention. But when I see they now change the thing from hands as all this thing, and they don't turn it to government corruption, no job, the senators are collecting huge money. Then I said, this is a very, very good move. And then you are coming out to say that Nigerian youth are insulting, and they enter Oba house and they carry something, that culture is gone, that in the next 5 years that there will not be Nigeria. Yes, there is no Europe. In the next 5, there was a time like that. In the next 5 years, there was no European of where kings and priests were ruling. I am a sociologist. I studied history of Europeans. What brought development was that all these things that you are talking about was gone. The respect of Oba was gone when in that is what make us to begin to run to Europe. The respect of Oba, respect of pastor, respect of political classes, youth begin to break the culture, and that is when all these places like America, Europe, all this Russia, all this Ukraine developed. That is what brought development. Culture was gone. The European disappeared, just like the way Nigerian was about to disappear. But thanks to the fact that things was fixed right. So culture was gone, everything was gone. So it was a bad Nigerian that was about to be gone, Mr. Desmond Elliot, for the good one to come, just like it happens elsewhere. So that is my own thinking to your statement here. Culture of failure. Or in fact, you too, you know, it's only your government that is prospering and maybe some churches that is prospering, that the culture should not go on. The everything, education, economy, family, health, everything, the culture need to be changed. You too, you know that culture needed to be changed in Nigeria. The only culture that don't need to be changed is your polity. If the culture change, it will affect your pocket. It will affect politician. That is just where you were coming from. So it's like you are right. You were thinking that people will not see this video because you were talking what will favor your caucus, what will favor your Mr. Speaker, and all of that. That is what you were talking about. That we must stop this thing so that the culture that put money in our pocket would not turn round to begin to favor culture that will bless the poor people, culture that will make poor people to begin to see food eat, the culture that only feudalism, only few of us are riding the biggest car and everybody's trekking on the street. The culture of only few of us are eating correct meat, correct rice, and every other person are clapping out for us that this person build a very big house, or this person is eating meat, or that is a culture that is about to be gone. The culture of failure, the culture of all this kind of thing is culture that is about to be gone. The culture of only you people having access to travel to UK, that is a culture that is about to be gone. But you did not consider, you did not have empathy about the millions of people. You consider only thousands of people in the government power, that the enjoyment culture will be gone. You did not consider the poor people, that the culture that is about to be gone, the culture that is about to be introduced, culture of providing job, culture of listening to youth, culture of SARS not to be killing people again, culture of police brutality to reduce. You did not consider the kind of culture that is about to be gone. Let's continue. I didn't even know that this statement is a little bit bad. I thought I was about to support this guy, but if a statement is crazy, there is nothing that me as a sociologist can do. My own, I must present critical analysis towards the situation. Let's continue with his statement.
That in the next 5 years, there will be no Nigeria. If we don't start now, the youth is not only those who do the peaceful protest, those who have looted, who have destroyed lives, they are youths as well. Mr. Speaker, pregnant women went into malls, picked things and went away.
So that is the craziest. That is the worst statement that he said. Pregnant women went into more, picked things and went away. So nothing concerns you that they are pregnant, no food for them to eat. What concerns you is that they went to mall and picked things. And some of the time that this thing was happening, it was because the mall was food that they keep for these pregnant people. They keep them, and then there was no opportunity for the government did not want to release, and some of this food spoil, some of these things spoil. They saw money, so that but he called it mall, as if the pregnant women went to thief. No, the what actually happened was that they give food during COVID-19. They provide food for government to cater for poor people, but government carry the food, go and keep, and hungry begin to kill people. I have already done video. That is the greatest height of wickedness. In fact, I think I did a video that says that government are worse than devil, because devil even give Eve apple to eat. The time that we see devil characterization is that he give Eve apple to eat, did not carry the apple, go and hide for Eve to die hunger, and then he come out and say, I like you. So, but then that is it. So he's claiming that some youth, there are dichotomy of youth. Some are doing peaceful protests and some are stealing. Mr. Desmond Elliot, of course, it's police work to stop them if they are stealing. It's soldier work and police work to stop them. Soldier and police are supposed to follow them side by side for them not to steal, for there to be peaceful progress, for there to be peaceful protest. It was police and soldiers that did not guide the thing, regulate the thing normally. No youth would have deviate all this thing if it was organized. And of course it was organized because youth were coming out and saying it, but it was just neglected. It was not done in a very, very good way. Nigerian government and all of you guys believe that the youth does not even have power to do anything. That was what, or cannot do anything. And then youth went ahead and begin to steal. Of course, the stealing was bad, but then there is a way that we would have done it that it would not have become so grossly like that. So, but let's just continue. So, police and soldiers are supposed to work. Go to Ukraine, go and see how this thing is done, how riot is done. Police and soldiers were following with tanks and guidance and motto and some Red Cross, some Red Cross, some man o war was following. In case somebody is tired, they give him food. They take care of the person. That is peaceful protest. But in Nigeria, it was not organized. It was not only the fault was not only from the some youth. Of course, you are right. Some youth were going about looting things. In fact, what some of my shop was looted among this period. But then it is not actually even in America, there was some looting about that period when there was no guidance. Nobody would go and loot this. And even right in that crowd, if somebody go and looting and police catch somebody, most people in that crowd would not have blamed the police for catching somebody, especially if the police have evidence, despite the fact that situation was worse like that. So it is not actually the youth fault as it were, but of course it is the youth fault. But then we would have guided in case of another day. There is a way we could do it that police will follow, everything will follow. So there is no looting, there is no killing, there is no fighting, there is no. Imagine that police was among the people in Lekki toll gate that was killing. There was not been killing. Imagine that soldiers was among the people. Imagine that you as governor official was among people debating. There would have not been killing. But because no important figure was there, no police, no soldier, they just leave them, they just leave the youth to be doing things anyhow. That was why there was destruction and killing and everything. So next time, let's just try and coordinate the issue. Let's continue.
When shall we change this narrative? I put it to all the celebrities out there, all the motivational speakers. This is the only country we have. The wealthy will go. When anything happens, what is our common saying? We die here. Please.
Mr. Desmond Elliot, it's only you that have Nigeria. Nobody have Nigeria. Everybody's trying to run away. Don't deceive yourself. In fact, you two, you are trying to run away. If you lose the election of today is an election for you to go back the second time. And that is why this story come back again. Nobody have Nigeria. Everybody's running away. Gather 1 million youth. Nobody want to stay with. Mama don't want to stay again. Everything. Nobody is claiming we die here again. That one was old. Even you two, you know that nobody, the people who remain don't see ability because Nigerian people talent is dying. No job, nothing. It was if people love Nigeria, why are they coming out to fight and destroy properties? So your word is not being coordinated. So who love Nigeria? It's only you that love Nigeria. Only you. It's not people. It's not the general word that everybody say that we die here. If I see opportunity, I will run away too. And me that I love Nigeria, me that everything is about Nigeria. If I see opportunity, good money, I will run away to go and make money and come back. When I hold, I will come back and begin to fix Nigeria. But now that I don't have correct money to fix Nigeria, if I see opportunity, I will run away. No, it's only you that love Nigeria and the way it is. Nobody is claiming that they will die in Nigeria again because things is too worse. A place that you will die is when there was security, when it become the fact that it is because you did not work, that's why you did not succeed. But here we see people working 8 hours, 12 hours, and then yet no food to eat because of poor government, because everything has spoiled. Just yesterday, I went to go and buy rice. I was so shocked that rice has become so expensive, like times 3 already. So nobody is claiming that we die here again, where Nigerian have reduced you to only what you can eat. Nigerian have reduced us to sustainability, no fulfillment again. Nobody's fulfilling mission, apart from maybe like two, three people in the whole Nigeria fulfilling mission. Everybody's now just looking for what to eat. That was not God created us for. Nobody's saying we die here again. Everybody, most people are trying to run away, go and become human beings. If they will say that we die here, when they have money, they will come back and come and say that we die here. But your statement was wrong. You too, you know that all Nigeria are not saying that again. It's only maybe you and the people sitting in that cabinet that are saying we die here. No, people are not saying that again because things have become worse. Father was saying we die here, and father actually died. No food to eat. No, he cannot pay his children's school fees. So the children cannot come and say we die here. The children are looking for how to jackpot, at least go and make money and come back, come and fix Nigeria. So that is what people are looking for. So that kind of Nigeria that you should be gone for in 5 years. In 5 years' time, that kind of Nigerian that there is poverty, suffering, the hunger everywhere. I pray that that kind of Nigerian go. You are saying that Nigeria should not disappear. The culture should not disappear. The culture should disappear. Cultures of failure, culture of frustration, culture of abysmal and killings, culture of no job, culture, all those ones. We pray that it should disappear. It is only your own culture that should not disappear. Your culture of politicians are oligarchy. Few people are enjoying, while other people are clapping hand for you people that see that man, he bought the biggest car. So nothing concern us with ourselves. Now we are only clapping hand for you that you are enjoying. Nothing concern us whether we see food eat again. So that is the kind of culture that we want um, it to disappear in Nigeria. Let's just continue.
Celebrities, please, social media influencers, stop the hatred already. You have a means constitutionally to change government. It's called your PVC.
So he's saying that celebrity, social media influencers should stop the hatred already. This guy is not in Nigerian at all to know that it's hunger that is causing the hatred. What he's supposed to say is that hunger, unemployment, this thing, stop pushing people to come and talk. That is the real thing, not celebrity. You see, that is one thing that used to spoil Nigeria. There is something will be spoiling. Some people will say that okay, it's PDP that is that is bringing the thing. It's PDP that is killing people so that APC will tarnish APC image. That is not true. People are dying. What you are supposed to say in that place is not celebrity. Stop the hatred that you are stirring up from social media. That is what you say, but that is wrong. What you are supposed to say is that unemployment, hunger, no money, food increase, police brutality, SARS killing. Stop making people to come out. Stop making people to come out and come and riot. That is the real thing. You see, but nobody is thinking. Everybody is just coming out to criticize Desmond Elliot. When I looked into the thing, I know that somebody need to come out and do critical analysis on what is wrong. Now I say celebrity. The celebrity are the ones tearing up hatred and hunger. But he forgot, he did not nothing concerning with the hunger, with some graduates that have reached 50 years, no work, some graduates that have reached 30 years, no work, some graduates that have reached 40 years, no work, nothing concerning with the people that police is killing. And he just told us that he regret he thanked Mr. Speaker for condemning the killing. And he nothing concerning with all those one. He's talking about celebrity that they should stop the hatred already. My friend, Mr. Desmond Elliot, it is not celebrity that is causing the hatred already. It is the hunger that is causing hatred already. It is the poverty that is causing hatred already. Let's just continue. I think I have made my point.
Go to the elections. If you're tired, come and enter government.
Okay. This is what he learned this one from Nigerian pastors. If you are tired, come and enter government. You know that the government is not easy. You know that it's few people that have money that can enter. So that is how they used to talk. If you are tired, come and enter government. If you don't like our word, come and enter government and change it. They know that you don't have money. Many people in Nigeria don't have money. That statement that he gave, It's just a statement that pastors, everybody used to mock poor people in Nigeria, which is not supposed to be true. If you said if you are tired, come and enter government. So nothing concern you with the hunger, nothing concern you with the killing, nothing concern you. Your own is go and look for money. Me, I have the money. Me, I have the power to enter government. So you just stay there. Don't complain. If you are tired, don't complain because you don't have power to come and enter government. Is that how it should be? Is it not because I cannot enter government? That's why I put you there for you to enter the government and change things. What concern you if I am tired, come and enter government? That is number one. On the other hand, what is even more worse is that you are saying that people are blaming the government that we should use our PVC. But we have already voted you in. Why don't you try and do something? We should use our PVC to vote you out. Of course, today we will know whether they have voted you out because today is the second election, which you come and begin to converse using social media again. You are using social media again that you said they should block social media. You are using social media again to beg for vote again. So you see that you even from your speech you are contradicting yourself. You are not supposed to use social media again to beg for votes since you have already come out and propose the destruction, the abolishment of social media. You are not supposed to come out again and use social media again to canvass for vote. Today we are going to know whether you will be re-elected. But then why did you go and re-elect? You said we should use PVC to change the government. So, ladies and gentlemen, this thing, it requires somebody to do critical analysis. Let's just continue.
People are dying. The narrative constitutionally to change government.
But you are already there already.
Your
It is rioting that we use to change your bad opinion, not PVC. You have already entered there. It is yesterday that we use PVC to change you, to change bad people, but you are already there. You have 3-4 years to spend there. So it is not PVC that will change you again. It is rioting. It is, what is it called? Propaganda. It is those public cry. If you are there, you are not doing anything. That is the only way we know how to change. So it is for we to come up, but it's supposed to be peacefully anyway. Let's continue.
Go to the elections. If you are tired, come and enter government.
So because you have power to enter government, that is why you are saying if you are tired, come and enter government. What kind of speech is that? And that is what some of the pastors are saying, that if you think that I am doing big wickedness, go and start your own church. Because you are using Bible to counter them. That is not good for you to be collecting money. It is not good for you to be collecting everything from old people, from poor people, from sick people, from people that Boko Haram have displaced. It is not good. All these people will come out and say, if you are tired, go and start your own church, because they know that it may not be easy for you to start church and become big. So all this kind of statement is just a forum whereby some of these people who are a little bit high up there are using to mock poor people. He said, come and enter government. It's not everybody that is supposed to enter government, even when they are rich. Dangote did not enter government. Dangote have money more than you. Dangote have power more than you. He did not enter government because that is not his mission. So don't stop saying that if you are tired, come and enter government. Dangote too did not like the situation, but Dangote focused on his own. Motedola, Mike Adenuga, all those people, it's not only me, we are poor. We don't have power to enter government. You that is there, try and do the right thing. But it's not everybody that have interest in becoming the government that you are talking about. The people like you that have power. What we are begging for is for you to do the right thing. Yep, let's continue.
People are dying. The narrative must change. Government, Mr. Speaker, this is my prayer. From the National Assembly, we must decentralize the federal government. Regions must start to operate. It's obvious states are on their own. Regions should start operating. The narrative should start here. I so submit, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. You try at least you try, you talk. The statement is bad, but it's human being. Me too, I can make bad statement. Even me say that I'm correcting him, I can make bad statement and tomorrow, but I don't think it will be this bad from the beginning to the end. 5 minutes of statement, no one is good. My own is few words that will be bad inside it. It's not all that will be good. So I'm not saying that me, I am right, and I'm not condemning it totally. But then the statement is maybe it's political. Maybe that is how they talk politically. They are not showing empathy with poor people. So his last statement was that they should decentralize government, and that is a very, very good thing. When you decentralize, then there will be power for local people to begin to sponsor themselves. Decentralized means everything should not be from the federal, everything should not be state. Decentralized means people from grassroots too should have their own government. Poor should be with them. Decentralization, we are talking about the federal system of government whereby power is shared between the central government that represents the state and government of the component, so that each government is constitutionally independent and autonomous. So he is making a very good point here that we should decentralize government. We should ensure that the local government to have their own pulse, so that they can be fixing some problem without necessarily needing to pass through the rigorous protocol, without needing to pass through the bureaucracy before money come from state for local government to fix the thing. So his last statement is very, very good if they will agree with him. So that is why I was saying that it's not everything that he said completely that was very, very bad. His last statement is very, very good when he said that we should decentralize government. We should ensure that the local people too is empowered, because decentralization is simply, there is no two word about decentralization of government other than let poor people have power, let people of grassroots have power, let people of this thing have power. But his statement is not even coordinated in the first place. He was blaming the poor people, he was blaming the this thing, but towards the end he now said decentralization. Maybe his own decentralization self does not concern this, the normal decentralization in government politics. Political, if you go and do political science in university, decentralization is the best thing for poor people to begin to eat, for all the local government chairman, all the councillor, all the this thing to have power to begin to fix things locally, instead of only governor of state to begin to, instead of federal to be fixing. Let local people to collect tax, let local people to have access to the money and begin to fix things. That is decentralization of government. So this guy made a good statement at the head. So ladies and gentlemen, this is my own take. Oh, I I keep on hearing even Nigerian in diaspora. Maybe there is no time for them to do analysis like this, but nobody is breaking the word. Where is this word bad? Where is the most craziest speech? In fact, this is the most craziest speech that I've heard from a public speaker, from a political person that have come out and speak and say this word. In fact, this word, there is a woman too that said, but the woman own is not as bad as this. A woman said that Nigerian youth should not stop smoking and drinking. Most Nigerian youth are smoking and drinking. They're in UK. If it is in UK, if there is no job in UK, that people used to go and work, people used to go and do things. Nobody, that does not give people excuse for them to turn to hooligan. That does not give people excuse for them to turn to area boys. That Nigerian, because there's no job, but there is no job. That is why people are turning to area boys and turning to hooligan and doing nonsense on social media. There's a woman too that make that statement too. But that one is not too worse. But then the woman forgot that in UK there is some empowerment program for youth to be able to go out and do. As it is in Nigeria today, there is no way. I have applied for almost 5 different forums whereby they told us that they will borrow us money, they will lend us money. There is no one that I see to collect to facilitate my project. I have a wonderful project. I wanted to start a poultry during September or August, so that I can sell the chicken during Christmas, and it's very, very profitable. I write business proposal and I submitted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places that I could get money from government. Nowhere. That would not have not been the case in UK, except maybe I did not write my proposal very well in UK. But in Nigeria, you need to still go and bribe some people. You need to still go and know some godfather. You need to go, or maybe so that is just it. So you cannot just take some issue like that and compare it side by side. That in UK, if people don't have job, they go and create their thing. Some environment have created opportunities for people to strive. But in Nigeria, there is no enabling environment. An environment constitutes 70% of part of your success. 70% of part of yourself, of course, is not everything. There is still a place of unique skill. There is still a place of hard work. There's still a place of discipline that will lead to success. But environment, go and check the factors of success, characteristics of success, all those kind of things. You see that environment that you are, people that surround you, the society that surround you, the kind of laws, the kind of culture constitutes 70% is the highest. And if you score 70% in exam, you are the same thing we do score 100. So we can say the environment is 100, but then there are other factors. But these factors are too few, and that's why only few people succeed. Environment, Nigeria environment need to be enabling. That woman was comparing us with UK. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to stop here on things that is actually wrong with Desmond Elliot. I believe that I have done proper justice, absolute justice to this thing. I remain Oyekan Oluwole Basi, your host. Please do like this video and subscribe. Thanks. Bye for now.